Assalamu alaikum, it's Dr. Muhammad Usman, and today I will be talking about terminology of data visualization. It is part 3 of our lecture. Previously we have studied about data visualization, and today further we will study about scientific visualization, information visualization, statistical graphics, visual analytics, information dashboards, infographics, and informative art. So I will start from the very basics of the terminology. What are the differences between infographics and information visualization, and why some terms are highly competitive and why some are not, and then I will further come down to the two aspects of type of data being visualized and why data is being visualized. So we will be starting by this image. For this image we will be analyzing that either this is information visualization or it is an infographic. So what do you think? You should write in comment or let me know back. And furthermore, the first definition we will start from the scientific visualization. Basically, scientific visualization visualizes your objects in 1D, 2D or 3D space. It basically works on the vector and scalar properties of data, and it is used for computer simulation, and it also takes data from the computer simulation. The primary purpose is to convey the scientific data accurately and reveal the underlying structures, layers of your data either, and then encourage the exploration of the data. Basically, it is used for, if I give example, it is used for oil and gas exploration projects, space projects, and it is used for analyzing the vector properties of your visualization. So it will be existing in 1D, 2D or 3D, and you can also generate simulations from it. So the simulation of 360 degree views which you usually see are from the scientific visualization. So I have an example over here. This is a kind of scientific visualization. It is 3D, and we have vector spaces, and we have space enabled, which provides us the view of different path and different space. So scientific visualization is basically complex visualization which provide you the overview of underlying layers and properties of a certain object. So this one is 3D. Then talking about the information visualization, it has no inherent physical form. It is basically in form of information, text, and we can call it abstract data. It can be numerical, categorical, temporal, geospatial, or text data, like we have latitude and longitudes. The primary purpose is to convey your abstract data accurately, like in a newspaper. The newspaper is a kind of information visualization. A website with any text is a kind of information visualization. So the primary purpose is to convey the data, and its second purpose is also to reveal the underlying structure in data. In any visualization, when we'll be talking about the underlying structure, most of them will be used to reveal the underlying layers and for the understanding of the user. And it also encourage the exploration of data, which is interactivity with your data, and it also displays the it also helps you to display your data according to the rules of the information visualization and following the rules of the data visualization. So next one we have examples of these one. This is one kind of example, that we have an image and then we have a text along with this image providing you a kind of information about a chart. So the information visualization basically will be giving you the overview of different visualizations, and then about some details about those visualizations. And similarly this one is also same. It is in form of 2D, 3D, and we have a different text around this visualization providing the overview, what is the purpose of this visualization and what it can display. So information visualization can be in form of 1D, 2D or 3D, but the basic purpose is to provide you some information about a relative image. So information visualization will be used for providing you information. In the third one I have a graph. So graphs are also part of the information visualizations, and basically the major part of the information visualizations are the graph. So information visualization in this graph is providing you the effective tax rate. Along with that, it is providing you that what was the tax rate in 1990 and what was the total amount and what was the income tax. So basically in data visualization we will be mostly focusing on the graphs, which are the important part of the information visualization. The third one is the statistical graphics, and it will contain abstract data and as well as statistical, quantitative and numerical data. And when we talk about the statistical graphics, it will basically consist of your all graphs which are made from data tables. The primary purpose of statistical graphics is to convey your data accurately because it is from the quantitative data, so you will have some accurate kind of values with you. It will also help you to convey the underlying structure in data. One thing I would like to tell you over here is that in every visualization we will have a basic goal to convey the data accurately and convey the underlying structure. But statistical graph will not be aesthetically pleasing, it will not be colorful, it will not be in kind of 3D, so it will just conveying you the actual data, and it will not be interactive or encouraging you for the exploration. It will be just depicting you the data table and according to that the visualization. So I will have further examples of statistical graphs over here, and you can see that these are just static graphs which display your data. Over here there is for election data of total voting for different congruence elections. So basically, if you can see, these are the line charts, and we can say that these just display you the basic data of the elections, and you cannot explore or interact with them furthermore because there is no zoom in option, there is no zoom in or zoom out option, or you cannot select data or you cannot select the graph in it. Similarly, like if you move to the another graph, this is another kind of colorful graph, but in this one we have a double time bar chart which will also displaying the conduct of different candidates in different states. But similarly, like you cannot explore this graph or interact with this graph in detail as it is in static case. Also the data is limited according to the data table, so you will not have any other kind of data available for the exploration. So statistical graphs are just to depict your numerical or quantitative data accurately according to the requirements. The next one is the visual analytics. Visual analytics are similar to the infographics, and they provide you just the abstract kind of data, and the primary purpose for this is to answer your specific questions. Basically these are based on goals or hypotheses, and it also support the analytical reasoning behind your visual interfaces. So basically it will be displaying your kind of bigger graphs, visual graphs, telling you more about the visualization than the data, and the visualization will just depict you the overall values of your data and available related concepts. It will not be a greater 3D or 4D or very pleasing kind of graphs with many colorful things or like that. It will be simple colorful graphs, and it cannot be constrained to a one single display. Like I told you, it can be bigger because visual analytics depend on different data, and the data can be bigger and smaller. So visual analytics are mostly move over to the interactivity and exploration of your data. An example over here I will have is these kind of graphs. Basically you will be working on different themes of our data, and you will try to create a visual analytics which is very close to your graph or you're very close to your data. So it can be of multiple images, it can be consist of multiple data, and it can just display you a map or a data map or a different visual analytics depending on your kind of data. Then we have the information dashboards. Basically information dashboards are similarly like the information analytics and information visualizations. These are also used for the type of abstract kind of data, and but the another problem is that it must have a range or a time series. So basically it will just display you the data in a range of kind of 2017 to 2018, 2016 to 2017. So there will be a primary date behind it. Also the primary purpose is to convey large amount of information quickly. It will just giving you real time information about your data, and it aims to convey you the range of data, and it will not convey you about the outliers or trends which are outside that data graph. So the basic graphs or information dashboards are the stock market one, which give you the overall real time data and real time graph where the your data is moving and what will be the further value of a commodity. But it will not accommodate you with the future trends or small amount of data for a small scale. It will be providing you about large amount of information quickly gathering at one visualization. It may be extremely dense and you will not it will not be easy for you to understand at once. So information dashboards are basically the overview of all the data available into a kind of visualization, which can be mix of information visualization, which can be mix of abstract data, numerical data, and they can be like this one, which will be providing you different state data. And you can have bar graphs over here, you can have dot graphs, and it is a mixed kind of graphs. So basically information dashboards are just to provide you the accurate information in at accurate time with the large amount of data, and it is used to just analyze the basic trend for a certain commodity or for certain data. Then we have the infographics. Infographics are basically working on the abstract kind of data. It aims to be eye-catching and capture attention. The biggest example is the poster which we see in normal life, and the billboards which are on different walls or in different markets. These are the infographics. Basically these provide you the all the sum of the data in kind of visualization with the pleasing type of visualization, and it aims to convey the information quickly. Like we have seen on billboards, a person wearing a dress, or about a food, like McDonald's, they have different deals on the board with the burgers picture. So it is similarly like that it convey you the actual real-time extract data, but it will not emphasized on the accuracy of the data, whether it will not include the hidden values or hidden texts which we usually have on the billboard. It will not may use the space efficiently. If the board is bigger, they will just make the infographics bigger, and it will not encourage you the data exploration. It will be just a static kind of data in front of you. Some examples over here are this one, just they have used it to fill all the space, and they have just provided different new market trends by used by the people who are using the Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, or other networks. So basically they just need to fill up the space and colors, and they are not concerned about the accuracy of the data. They just want to convey the information to the users. Then we have informative art, which is also based on the abstract kind of data. These are used to be these visualizations are very ambient and which are part of everyday life, but they cannot provide a accurate amount of data, or they cannot be informative. They are just images in our daily life, like we can see different paintings, like we can see different images from the camera or on the website. So they are just the informative art, providing you just some information, and they are good to see, and they have lot amount of 3D or 4D data available, but they might not be eye catching for you. An example over here are these complex graphs which provide you different nodes, and basically this is just in kind of 3D and 4D different nodes connecting together, but this is not pleasing. If we have to go on making it to a pleasing visualization, we can just put 3D model over here, or 3D models of these circles, so it will become some kind of pleasing kind for the users. But basically this is just monitoring of your different steps in a day, and it is just monitoring from one location to another. So these were the terminology of the visualizations up to here now. So the foundations of the visualizations further we will discuss in our later lectures, but I will give you some overview over here. It is that foundations of the visualization is the design principles, process and data to make those visualization, the interaction with your graphs and visualization, the perception and the coloring techniques, and the cognition abilities by the user to understand that specific visualization. And other than that, we can have different methods for making those visualization. One of them is the JavaScript one, and D3 there are tree maps, there are maps, there are high dimensional data, visual storytelling, and the applications is similar to those one methods. One D3 John Maclay table view, Band5 visualization and arts, and other than that we have many other tools now available in the market. So these three the applications can be more, but we need to understand which application is good for us to make our visualization. So the question is now that why we create the visualization. You should now be knowing and focusing on this question, and you should be able to answer this question, that why we have created visualizations and why we create them. Basically, the simple answer is that we need to display our data in an accurate and pleasing format to the user, so the user can understand and convey that information to the other users. So I have a task for you. You can see this example, and what you have to find out, you have to find the most powerful brain, and you can just comment back in the comments, or you can just write an email for the right answer, and I will be happy to check that whether you have found it or not. If you like my video, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel for updates, and you can just comment for any video or concept that you want to be taught in English, and I will be happy to make it for you. Thank you.